Very much.
Guys, hello and welcome to the Brain TV Network. Alright, this is Dr. Hassan Conteh, the acting president of the University of Liberia, addressing the media with regards to critical national issues in the country. If you are following us on any part of the world, I'm Francis Kedi, coming to you live. You can like, share, and comment on Facebook and YouTube channel.
Acting Minister Johnny Takwa, members of the senior management team, NICAS, Ministry of Information, Culture, and Tourism, my own Vice President, all students and members of the university community, Mr. Famuleb, members of the Fourth Estate. Minister, thank you for inviting me to participate in this press briefing to explain to the public the current status of our nation's premier institution of higher learning, the University of Liberia. The purpose of this briefing is to account for the status of the University of Liberia, including the period from June to December 2004, covering our stewardship as acting president of the university. On behalf of the University of Liberia, let me express our heartfelt thanks and appreciation to His Excellency Joseph Boakai Sr., the visitor of the university and president of our republic, for the government of Liberia's continuous support to the university amid competing national demands. The government's continued support of the university enables it to meet its strategic plan to strengthen its legacy as our nation's premier higher education institution, reducing its weaknesses of infrastructure deficits, exploring its research, capacity building, and international opportunities, and eliminating threats or factors that lead to intermittent disruptions in its teaching, learning, and community service goals. What is the current status of the university? The University of Liberia has approximately 22,000 students, 1,214 faculty, full-time and adjunct or part-time, and 1,463 staff working at its campuses. The main campus at Fendel in Fendel, Louisiana, the Health Sciences campus, the Capitol Hill campus, and the Straz St. J campus. The university has 9 undergraduate degree colleges and programs, 8 graduate programs, 3 professional schools, 3 institutes, and 1 center. The fiscal year 2004 budget of the University of Liberia was about 35 million United States dollars. In this context, the University of Liberia faces what I call a cavalcade of triangulated problems affecting the administration, the faculty, staff, and students. The problems include protracted governance, financial, operational, infrastructure, and students' issues affecting the smooth running of the university. To resolve these problems, the visitor of the university, His Excellency Joseph Boakai Sr., President of our Republic, effected changes at the university by appointing additional members of the Board of Trustees and your humble servant as acting president in June 2024, supported by an interim management team set up by the Board of Trustees. The visitor of the university directed the Board of Trustees to immediately search for a new president of the university. By the way, the information that you provided, Minister Stanton, was updated, search committee, because of the Archbishop's new role. He could not accept, so Sister Mary Lorraine Brown the eminent former president of Stella Maris University served as chair. And since I was head of the institution, I had to recuse myself to show neutrality. So I was not on the committee as we read earlier. So the visitor immediately set up a search committee to search for a new president, performed a forensic audit, resumed the disrupted academic and administrative activities at the time, provide transportation for the faculty and staff to the UL's Sinjay campus, and identify what needs to be done to renovate the physical plant of the university, that is the buildings and the grounds. The visitor also advised the board to resume academic activities and make salary payments for faculty and staff up to date. The search committee set up by the Board of Trustees, as I said, chaired by Sister Mary Lorraine Brown, the distinguished former president of Stella Maris Polytechnic University, completed its work. 20 applicants applied, 12 from Liberia and 10 from abroad. There was only one female applicant. We submitted the search committee's report to the visitor of the university for its consideration. The search committee must say advertised widely in the print and social media for the search of the new president, and after his work on shortlisted 3 candidates based on an internationally recognized criteria of selecting university presidents. From this shortlist, the visitor, based on the relevant provisions of the Charter of the University of Liberia, nominated to the Board of Trustees Professor Dr. Laili Mapaya as the new president of the University of Liberia. Subsequently, the board met in consonance with the Charter of the University and unanimously elected Professor Dr. Laili Mapaya as the 16th president of the university. Her investiture, coupled with the conferral of an honorary degree on the visitor, is scheduled for this Friday, January 10, 2025, in the Convocation Pavilion of the Administrative Building on the Fendel campus, the main campus of the University of Liberia in Fendel, Montserrado County, Liberia. On behalf of the visitor, the Board of Trustees, faculty, and students, we heartily welcome Professor Dr. Mapaya in her new role. The new UL president, as Minister Sando said earlier, is a distinguished academic and seasoned administrator. She is currently the executive director of the Wellesley Center for Women and professor of Africana Studies at Wellesley College in Massachusetts, the United States of America. She holds a PhD in psychology from Temple University and a Master of Science in Psychology from Penn State University. She earned her undergraduate degree in philosophy cum laude, that is with honors, from Spelman College. She has a distinguished academic career, having served as an associate professor and assistant professor at Georgia State University's Women's Studies Institute, and an assistant professor at the University of Georgia's Department of Psychology and Institute of African Studies. She has strong ties to Liberia as a Fulbright specialist of Liberia in 2010. She has also received numerous awards, including the Distinguished Citizen Award for Service to the Liberian community in 2009, and the Fulbright Specialist Program Award. We oversaw the resumption of classes at the University of Liberia on July 1, 2024. Final examination started on July 15, 2024 and ended on August 16, 2024. Subsequently, we successfully conducted the 104th commencement convocation at the VENMO campus of the university between September 9 and 21st, 2024. The joint convocation for all graduate and professional schools occurred on September 20th, 2024. His Excellency Mark Turner, you will recall, members of the press, the Ambassador of the United States for Liberia, served as the commencement speaker. We graduated 2,685 students, 2,092 undergraduates, comprised of 2,092 undergraduates and 593 graduate and professional students. We have worked with the Ministry of Finance and Development Planning to ensure that the university's remaining budget from a total budget of $35 billion for fiscal year 2024 was implemented on time to meet the expenditures for the rest of the year. The total revenue, including Government of Liberia subsidy, was about $35 million. And the total expenditure was also about $35 million between January 1 and December 17 cutoff date. The expenditure included $31.9 million in personnel costs, which is almost 80% of the money we receive from government goes to personnel costs. That is payment of faculty, payment of staff. $585,000 in materials, supplies, and services, $2.3 million in general administrative expenses, $72,000 for repair and maintenance of buildings, and about $17,000 on maintenance and repair of vehicles, $49,000 on the repair and maintenance of equipment, and $78,000 on capitalized expenses. The salaries for faculty and staff have been paid up to December 2024. We still owe arrears to the adjunct faculty and the part-timers in the tune of $29 million Liberian dollars, which will be paid shortly. We set up a committee to revise the university's human resource manual to form the policy basis for implementing the promotion of the faculty and staff. The Ministry of Public Works, we work with the Ministry of Public Works to complete a comprehensive assessment for the renovation of the 4 campuses of the university. That report has been submitted to the visitor of the university. The renovation works on the buildings will cost $3,922,863 United States dollars, while the construction of access roads using concrete pavements will cost $9,258,548 United States dollars, totaling $13,179,412 United States dollars. Meanwhile, we are undertaking a facelift of the campuses ahead of the resumption of classes on Monday, January 10, 2005. Now, I'd like to repeat that, because as you know, there's this rumor, somebody showed me something from social media, and so on and so forth. But this date is sacrosanct. You know, Minister Twelve likes to quote me when I say sacrosanct, and you know, we mean it. So I want to inform the university community, particularly our students, classes will resume on Monday, January 10, 2025. I'm sorry, January 13th. January 13th. January 10th is the inauguration date of the new president. January 13th, I'm sorry for that. On some of the things that we did in this brief period, we rekindled partnerships with several universities and launched an online master's degree program in computer science and engineering with Georgia Tech University. We also collaborated with the UNDP iCampus in Orange to launch the University Innovation Pod. And I invite all of you, if you haven't seen it, it'll be worth your time. It's on the Fendel campus. This is where students go and create